Hi, good evening. This is Shera Inspires once again, speaking to you from Nairobi, Kenya. And I would like us to speak on communication today. Communication, as you are all aware, it's the process of sending information from one person to another person or from a person to a group of people. And there has to be the sender, there has to be the message, and there has to be the recipient. For example, this particular message, I am the sender, sending you the message on communication, and you, my viewer, wherever you're watching me from, you are the recipient. Now, the message is never complete, or the communication process is never complete until you receive feedback. This is why it can be tricky if you send a message. For example, the mode of communication is WhatsApp, and you send someone a message on the phone and ask them, are you attending our meeting which was scheduled for 2 p.m. today? And the person is quiet, they don't respond, and they're quiet, but they do turn up for the meeting. And when you ask them, they say that, oh, I did see your message, but I didn't respond. And you're left wondering. Because, for example, if you are budgeting for meals, or if you are paying for the seats, and if there are tickets that you are paying and they're non-refundable, or hotel accommodation, you need to know numbers, so you need feedback. So the communication process is only complete if there is feedback. So people, anytime someone communicates to you, whether the answer is negative or positive, whether it's an email, you should be able to give feedback. And there are various forms of communication. For example, what we are doing now is verbal, as I am speaking to you. There's also non-verbal communication, which you also should be able to decode. For example, there's also sign language, where many a times when you're watching TV, you'll always see somebody at the corner of the screen right there. They speak in sign language. For example, I have been able to learn that if I want to say, I love you, or I can say, I love you. So that is saying I love you in sign language. So there are various forms of communicating. And communication is good for families. I'm passionate about families because family is the pillar of society. And if family goes, society goes. So if you're communicating within families, then your communication is, if your communication is good, that is, within the family, then only will your communication be equally good when you go to your workplace, because it starts from the house. So you find that families where you have feuds, where you have people who are unforgiving, where you have, anger that goes on, and people have beef that is so long-lasting and doesn't end. And you meet in weddings, you meet in funerals, and family members are angry at each other. It's not a very nice show, especially as you grow older. You should be more forgiving, because you also have children who are looking up to you, and we're supposed to be role models at all times. So communication is useful in families, amongst our children, relatives, our workplaces, and around us, because we are dealing with people. We are not living in isolation. And it's amazing that, you can be managing people and you have no people skills. Surely, that is quite an embarrassment. So it's important that you should be able to work on your people's skills. So if you're dealing with people, then of course you'll be communicating throughout. And it's important that if you're communicating with people, how about your own communication? How have you been communicating with yourself? And that's our discussion for today. And this is the intrapersonal communication that's within you. You are the sender of the message, you are the recipient of the message, and you're the one decoding it alone. So it's more of a monologue. This happens, for example, it comes in forms of thoughts, how you're thinking. Are you thinking negatively, positively? Because this intrapersonal communication is the basis of any other communication. So if it's visualizing, for example, you visualize that you will be flying to a certain destination, maybe to Comoro Islands, and you're going to fly on Kenya Airways. So you start visualizing and imagining that you have purchased your ticket online and you are on your way to the airport, and you visualize how the airport is gonna be, and your mode of transportation. Are you going to go on an Uber? And when you get to the airport, how the staff will be smiling at you with that African smile. And then you imagine yourself in the aircraft, and there you fly and go and enjoy the beautiful islands at Comoro. So that also is communication just that's going on internally, and it's very important. So what exactly do you speak to yourself about? What kind of information are you keeping within yourself? Because if you speak to yourself positively, then you will be able to understand other people and impact them positively. If you are consistently criticizing yourself, then you will be criticizing people at the same rate. So it's important that you keep speaking to yourself positivity. You need to love yourself more than you are, because when you're full of self-love, then only will you be able to love other people. So people, let's avoid being, communicating to ourselves negatively. That's very serious. So how you connect with yourself is how you will connect with other people. Let me just look up this Bible verse. We have a Bible verse, Matthew 12:34, and it says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." This verse is full, the words are full. It simply means that whatever comes out of your mouth, if it's hostility, it simply shows what's inside your heart. If you speak kind words, then it shows what's in your heart. So the evil that's in you is what comes out of your mouth. The goodness that's in you is what eventually comes out of your mouth. So every once in a while, it's important that you have time to self-reflect. It's healthy. Just a quiet moment, no phone, no noise. You by yourself. If I can call it a meeting, a lone meeting, a meeting with yourself. So negative thoughts attract negativity, and that is serious. So the most important thing is that the communication process, how to go about it. Let's look at some of how you can be able to change this into some positivity, so that the positivity will always shine in you. Every day when you wake up in the morning, some of the things I'm saying, they may sound foreign to you, or to some of you, it's already something you're doing, so you don't need it anyway. But some people have been doing it, maybe you need a reminder. Others, you'll be bored by what I'm saying. And others, it might sound silly, but let me surprise you. This is something that has worked in my life, in my personal life. I just realized that I need to be naturally happy. And this happiness has to come from within me. And I made a decision that I was going to change, and no negativity was going to bring me down, because at the time I was going through so many challenges in my marriage, with the children, with my hubby, and I was somehow getting so angry. And people who knew me would tell me that, you are such a nice person, what's happening to you? And I couldn't see any niceness in me. But I thought, wow, if they're saying that I am a nice person, then actually I feel I'm a nice person. So I thought about it, and I realized that yes, I had lost myself, and I needed to rediscover my lost self. If you go through my YouTube channel, you will see I have videos where I talk about forgiveness, and where I talk about rediscovering lost self. And that's very important. So I keep using this small exercise that I discovered, and it's about using positive words to describe yourself every day. Just look at yourself in the mirror. No clothes on, people. Early in the morning, you've taken a shower and you're busy preparing in your bedroom, and that's when you speak to yourself, because we have so many people who love belittling themselves. One moment you're looking at your eyebrows and you're thinking, oh, my eyebrows, oh, my nose is too big, oh, my eyes are too small, oh, my head is too big, oh, my neck is like this and like that, oh, my front, it's too big. my shoulders, all my arms, all my nails, all my tummy. I mean, please, can we start with the first positive affirmation and say that we should thank God that I am alive. You're alive, and this is how you're able to watch this video. You're able to hear. Thank God for the gift of life. So I am alive. You can say this to yourself every morning when you wake up. You say, I am alive. You can also, and I'm insisting that we use the alphabet, because when you use the alphabet, then you get so many positive words that will describe you. And if you feel they're not impacting you positively, say them every day without tiring. And guess what? What you say, you become. What you profess with your mouth becomes. So, I am alive. I am active. Are you an active person? Or are you lazy? You just want to sleep even longer, the alarm goes off and you want to switch it off immediately and continue with something else. I am active. That's also a positive word. I am attentive. Are you an attentive listener? Do you listen to what someone is saying by looking at them straight in the eye and not interrupting them? When they are speaking, they start telling you about their weekend, and there you are. You want to tell them more about your weekend. So attentiveness. So I am attentive. Then you go to letter B. You can say I'm beautiful, and feel beautiful if you're a lady. Of course, to the men they'll say that I'm handsome as you look at yourself in the mirror, and they'll turn and just look at yourself and feel so good and smile. And smiling is actually not automatic. I was reading the other day. I do a lot of research, and I was looking, and I saw that you can actually enroll in a class for smiling, or a laugh class, whereby you can be able to do some exercises. For me, I would call it like an energizer, for example, where you get into class and you actually do some claps. You go like ha 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 ha. So you go like ha 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 ha. So can you imagine in class you're doing that, and eventually if you had started with ha 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 ha. See how silly it looks? But yes, it can make you smile a little if you don't smile easily. Alright, so I am handsome, I'm beautiful, I am a calm person. Are you calm? Or are you stormy? Are you calm? That when someone is talking to you, you're calm, your thoughts are calm. Especially in the morning when you're telling yourself this, you should be calm. Alright? And then, are you dependable? Now we are at letter D. Are you dependable? Can someone depend on you? If someone has a function and they want to depend on you, early morning you arrive at their place, maybe you need to pick up some things or assist in something early morning. Are you going to be available? Are you dependable? And then also, are you courageous? Some people, especially the men, they'll say, I'm courageous, I'm brave. And talk of courage, we know about the Maasais. Goodness, those men are courageous. Before, they would actually be forced to kill lions just to prove that they are getting into manhood. That was the initiation into manhood. But nowadays, I noticed that they actually have Maasai marathons. That was not there before, but it's happening now. And which is a good thing. Most of them seem to be embracing the marathons because they end up winning, and they also use the spears. They shoot the spears and they enjoy all this, as opposed to the lions. But wow, that was quite tough. I mean, it's scary, but they used to do that. So, are you a decisive person? Remember, when you're making a decision, there are some decisions that you can make easily at home. You make a decision, tell your house girl, you need to do this and this. Tell your driver, I need you to do this and this. And I tell you, people, I have met lots of people. Talk of drivers. I know of a family which they have their two children, they school in the same school, and the driver has to drop them off to school. So the driver doesn't drop these two children together. He drops one child, he sits in the back seat and the driver is at the front, no one else is in this car. And he drops this child to school and then drives back, comes and picks the second child, gets into the car and drops the child to the same school. Now you're thinking, parents? Where are we heading? Are the children becoming parents and parents' children? All right, so that's decision making. So that's decisiveness. So are you decisive? Are you a good decision maker? Are you able to, when everything is in place? There are some people it's challenging, especially in organizations whereby you're not told the consequences, you don't even have all the information with you, and you're expected to make decisions which end up backfiring on you. But if you're able to make decisions within, more especially the family, which is the start anyway, you start with your family before you can go to that office, so you make decisions. And what kind of decisions are you making? So are you decisive, or are you empathetic? The ability to recognize, to recognize and share your feelings with other people, putting yourself in other people's shoes. Are you empathetic? Are you a fun person? Do you like fun? You're easy. You laugh. You're playful. You're fun-filled person. You need to look at that. Are you a grateful person? Just thanking people. Sometimes you receive a gift, maybe a pair of earrings, and they're not too expensive. Are you the kind of person who first appreciates the gift, or do you start imagining how much they costed? I keep teaching our children that it's important to carry a gift, a birthday gift, to a party, as opposed to just go standing and eating most of the cake. Most of the children do that. And I tell them it's the thought that matters, not the price of the gift. So the thought is important. Are you a grateful person? See, the alphabet is working. We are now at letter G. And then, are you an honest person? Let's go to letter H. Are you honest? If someone tells you, or if someone forgets their money in your house, or they drop their money and you're able to see that they dropped their money, their wallet, do you keep it? Or do you tell them, yes, we found your wallet and here it is? How honest are you? Evaluate, appraise yourself, and make a decision. Are you inspirational? Some of these things that I'm speaking about maybe would apply not to everyone, but I used myself as an example, so I'm picking the easy ones out of the alphabet that will work for me. Of course, you can Google also and check which ones will work for you. So are you an inspirational person? You try and psych people with positive energy. Whatever they are good at, you tell them, yes, I encourage you, you can do better, you can do more. Do you inspire your children? Do you inspire your team? Or do they irritate you? So, inspirational. Are you inspirational? All right. Are you joyful? Do you express happiness? Being joyful. Smiling is part of it. Laughing is part of it. How do you express your joy? How do you express happiness? Some people cry. Others, they will laugh. Especially these surprise parties that people love surprises. Some will make people cry and others will make people laugh. So I don't know how you show your joyfulness. Are you kind? Are you considerate? Are you humane when you're with people? Or someone comes and tells you that they have lost a relative. And on the same note, you tell them, okay, maybe it's a colleague, and you tell them that they tell you they've lost a relative, and that's why they didn't come to work, so they were not able to come back to the office. And you tell them, okay, I noticed that you didn't come back yesterday afternoon. It's good you come back today morning, and we appreciate that you lost your relative. Then you go and say, but unfortunately, we are going to take this matter up with HR. Otherwise, these particular hours, we are going to deduct from your salary. On the same note. So how do you express kindness? Are you a kind person? Think about that. Are you loyal as a friend? Loyalty. If your friend tells you something, they rely on you, that take care of my children. I have gone overseas to try and make ends meet. Maybe I have gone to Dubai. I have gone to Saudi Arabia, which is a destination that favors some people and doesn't favor others. There are people who go to Saudi Arabia and they are happy and make it, and others don't. So someone leaves you with their children and you know they've gone, and immediately they leave, you give their children away, or you start mistreating their children. This is just an example. So are you loving? Are you passionate? Where you show strong feelings for something. Like for me, I'm so passionate about these videos. Every time I'm preparing for the video and I'm recording, I'm passionate. I want to send the message across. I want to speak. I do a lot of research. I'm always filled, with books. I'm always checking out stuff. I have my laptop here. I'm just passionate. I want to give this information out there, especially to the younger people. Are you a peaceful person? Peaceful and is, full of tranquility, without any disturbance. You're just a peaceful person. We are all searching for peace. Peace that surpasses human understanding. That's what we are searching for, and you can find it. You can find it if you do some of these sessions, some of these talk sessions, this monologue. You will get there. And are you proud? You feel deep pleasure or satisfaction in something as a result of your own achievement? Because pride is not always bad. I know that pride comes before a fall, but there's something you do and you feel, yes, proud. For example, if I'm a parent and I'm a mother, we have 4 children, 3 sons and a daughter. If I see our children turning out well, I see our firstborn, because he's the one who will set the pace. I see everything is working well. And if we have challenges, we talk them out and the child reforms. As a parent, I feel proud. So what makes you proud? All right? And then, are you strong? Are you able to withstand pressure? Sometimes people tell me that I'm a strong person. Many a times when, even in my family, I've had people telling me I'm strong. When I'm talking about relationships and I'm talking about marriage, I hear people, ladies, telling me that I am strong. I don't know what this strength means to you, but all I can say is that some of these, qualities that we have, they actually come from God. Because you're not able to know that you're strong, and you hear it from other people, and you're thinking, wow, I'm a strong person. But don't forget also this, we strong people, for me, when people tell me I'm strong, there are times when I have my low moments, and I need a stronger person to be there for me. So are you a strong person? Are you thoughtful? Are you thoughtful about other people? Or you just do things and you really don't care about other people? Are you thoughtful? You've not gotten up to letter T. You see how the alphabet works? Are you thoughtful? Are you unlimited? This unlimited thing you saw about, I didn't know about the unlimited, positive affirmation until I was watching Kenya's Eliud Kipchoge. When he became the first marathoner, he completed it in under 2 hours. And that's when the unlimited, the human being unlimited came up, and I was like, wow, this is new. So are you unlimited? I believe I am unlimited. Are you unlimited? And then what value have you placed in yourself? Are you worth? How much worth are you? There's an exercise I always give to our students when I'm starting a presentation, and I will take a note, like 1,000 shillings Kenyan note, and I would, fold it and crush it and ask the students, who wants this money? And they'll always go, I want it. I'll crush it. I'll tell them to step on it and ask them, do you still need this note? And they will always go like, yes, we want it. Why? Because its value is high. So what value have you placed on yourself? What value have you placed on yourself? So you need to place a very high value on yourself so that you can be able to love yourself, so that you can be able to be positive about yourself, so that you stop disliking yourself, stop criticizing yourself, and you will have the same effect on other people. The seed you plant in yourself is the seed that you will reap. And this same seed is what you pass on to other people. So accept yourself with your strengths and your flaws, more the flaws. So every time you look at yourself in the mirror, every morning, I'm challenging you. It looks stupid. It might even look childish. Maybe your spouse will be there. You can time when they're sleeping so that they don't see you, smiling at yourself in the mirror. But I've gotten to a level where I can even do it if my husband is watching. I'm fine. I'm confident. So I'm looking forward to the day you'll be able to put down in the comments and say, you know something? I am looking at the mirror and I'm happy with what I see. That I am who I am, made in God's image. That's what we read about in the Bible, and as a Christian I can refer to that. And be happy with that. All right? And know your worth. It's very important to know your worth. Let me see if I've left anything else. And then speaking to yourself is not a luxury. Let me leave you with that. It is a must. It is a necessity. So let me hear your feedback. Let me hear how you speak to yourself. Let me hear how you value interpersonal communication, because I will end it and repeat again that it is the basis of all other communications, where now you are addressing other people, you're doing a presentation on PowerPoint, it starts with you. So change starts with you, and let it change now, and let it start now. Thank you, and clouds of blessings, and let me hear from you.